Welcome to TCC Talk. I'm your host, TJ Daly, and today we're going to talk about LG's new flagship phone, the LG G4. The biggest selling feature for the LG G4 this year is the camera. With a 1.8 f-stop, that makes it the brightest smartphone camera on the market today. It's almost like having a DSLR in your pocket. I know there's a lot of you out there that are really particular about the kind of photos your smartphone takes. With a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, plus a vast array of manual controls, this camera absolutely lives up to the hype. LG has done a great job with the G series, retaining a number of features that have made this phone unique throughout its life cycle. First, the rear controls. These are the controls that allow you to take that amazing selfie without obstructing your camera with a thumb or finger or something else that ruins that precious moment you were trying to capture. Number two is the design aesthetic and the way the phone feels in your hand. It's got that curved back, and this year they've even got leather in limited quantities, of course. And lastly, and most importantly, is this screen. It's a 5.5 IPS Quad HD quantum display that is 50% better contrast than last year's LG G3 and is 25% brighter. The LG G4 doesn't stop there. It actually keeps two things from the old school. Number one, it's got a 3,000 milliamp hour removable battery. And you know how important that is if you've ever had a phone that doesn't have one. When your phone freezes up and you're pushing all these buttons trying to figure out how to reset it so you can get up and going again. Secondly, you can't have a secondary battery. So if your battery dies on a phone that's solid state, you can't pull it out. You've got to find a charger. You've got to find an external battery or something. With the G4, you just pop that battery out, pop that new battery in, put the back on, and you're ready to go. The second thing that it brings back is a removable SD card. The phone itself is a 32 gig smartphone, but if you can find one, you can put a micro SD card in there up to 2 terabytes. One of the other features it has is Quick Charge 2.0. This is an absolute game changer. I have stopped charging my phone at night because that trickle charge at night damages your phone over the long term. With Quick Charge 2.0, I can get my phone from 20% to 80% on my drive to work. And then when it's dead or dying towards the end of the day, I'll plug it right back into Quick Charge and go from 20% to 80% on my drive home. So I'm always set and ready to go. The last thing it features is a 6-core Snapdragon 808 processor. If you know anything about processors, Snapdragon is always the leader when it comes to smartphones. This is an amazing phone technically, absolutely killer. One of the best things about LG's phones is their software. They've always taken that minimalist approach. That means less bloatware so your phone doesn't get bogged down 3 months into your use. And number two, a very minimal Android overlay. It's very configurable, very easy to use, very smooth, and focuses on performance. From a software standpoint, as far as I'm concerned, LG always wins. The Android market can be a confusing one. There are a lot of phones out there that tout this or claim this. Well, the G4 delivers. They say they've got the best camera in the market, they've got the best camera in the market. They say they've got a phone with amazing design aesthetic, they've got that too. And just like they did last year, they brought out another phone with a revolutionary screen. If you're confused and you're looking for the right phone, something that's gonna last you and something that's easy to use, the G4 is the phone for you.